The Mets are in the World Series, and they beat the Cubs to get there. Two teams that nobody expected. Who would have thought it? I'll tell you who definitely didn't. The sabermetrics nerds who have ruined baseball. Listen, all your stats and formulas might help build a playoff team, but they don't mean once the playoffs start. I'm a stand-up comedian and a baseball fan. And I grew up at a time, in whatever decade you want to guess I grew up in. Hey, I'm in the entertainment business. I'm as old as my hairline. Baseball was the most popular sport. Why? Because it was managed and played by guys who knew how to have fun. Watching the Mets this year has been awesome. It's a throwback to when guys played for each other, not to impress some statistician who never picked up a bat and tried to hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball that looks like it could be coming at your head. The Mets are playing baseball the way it used to be played, with emotion. They're playing loose, for each other. They're playing clutch. They're butting guys over, playing heads up, capitalizing on mistakes, stealing third with one out, making amazing defensive plays, robbing home runs, hitting bombs off guys that if you asked the sabermetrics nerd, would never predict was possible. The Mets have been crushing the ball so hard during the playoffs that they've been hitting through shifts. It's easy for guys like Theo Epstein to rely on sabermetrics because, well, his name is Theo Epstein. But the Mets are playing like ball players, not stat machines. Finally, where would the Mets be without Daniel Murphy, a guy who, based on your sabermetrics, is just a solid, albeit interchangeable baseball player? But Daniel Murphy has put on the single most dominating offensive performance I have ever seen in my life. A performance sabermetrics could have never predicted.
In the air, that ball is gone!
Yes, Daniel Murphy. He's hitting for power off the best pitchers in baseball at the moments where it's needed most. He's made it look like the steroid era, except the only juice that he's on, Jesus juice.
Hey!
He's playing clutch, and you cannot measure clutch. Listen, nerds, yeah, Moneyball was a good movie, but you know what was even better? The Natural, Field of Dreams, Major League. Those movies gave us chills. Just like the Mets. Maybe the reason we're 14th in the world in education right now is because you're too busy ruining baseball. Why don't you get back to engineering, science, math, and Dungeons and Dragons, where you're needed? I'm Giannis Pappas for 2 Point Lead, and I'm just being Giannis with you.